At 4 a.m. in the dead of night, a convoy of 57 trucks rolled silently along the border of Burkina Faso. Hidden under sacks of grain was enough firepower to start a war. And at that very moment, President Ibrahim Traoré made a decision that would change the fate of an entire nation. It all began on August 16, 2025. Border guards spotted something unusual, a massive convoy moving at night, avoiding main roads. Captain Moussa Kabore alerted the president. At first, intelligence claimed it was humanitarian aid, but Traoré didn't buy it. Intercept the convoy, he ordered, but carefully. This could be more than smuggling. Within hours, special forces set the trap. Helicopters circled. Drones hovered. At 4 a.m., the road was blocked. The drivers panicked. Some tried to escape, but within minutes, all 57 trucks were in custody. What the soldiers found inside stunned the nation. AK-47s, M16s, rocket launchers, anti-aircraft missiles, 50 tons of explosives. Enough weapons to overthrow a government. Captain Kabore called the president, "Sir, this is an arsenal, an army's worth of weapons." Traoré's response was sharp. "Secure everything. Make the drivers talk. Someone is preparing for war." Investigators quickly uncovered the truth. The drivers? Most had no idea. They were told they were transporting farming equipment, but the masterminds knew exactly what they were doing. Each truck had been dispatched separately, joining only before the border to avoid suspicion. Serial numbers traced some rifles to Libya, others to Yemen, and some brand new straight from factories. The value? Over $700 million. This wasn't smuggling. This was war being prepared in the shadows. President Traoré gathered his National Security Council. Laid before them was the full inventory. 25,000 rifles, 10,000 assault weapons, 70,000 grenades, 400 anti-aircraft missiles. The room fell silent. One minister whispered, "With this arsenal, you could invade a country." Then intelligence delivered another bombshell. The weapons were meant for secret warehouses inside the capital. By dawn, Operation Storm began. Raids across 23 locations revealed weapons, hidden stockpiles, and a shocking list of suspects. Retired generals, ex-ministers, wealthy businessmen, and even foreign diplomats. When interrogations began, one name broke it open, François Bongo, a powerful businessman. Under pressure, he confessed. This was not about smuggling. It was a coup. Foreign powers promised us support. The goal was to overthrow Traoré and install a puppet government. When asked who was behind it, Bongo trembled. The meetings were held in Accra, in Abidjan. Orders came from Paris. The green light from Washington. The plan even had a code name. Operation Restored Democracy. Budget, $700 million. Phase 1, the 57 trucks. Phase 2, staged terror attacks, chaos, and finally, a military coup. This wasn't local corruption. It was international sabotage. Traoré knew the world had to see. On live television, he stood before the nation. Behind him, a mountain of confiscated weapons, my people, and the international community. He said, 3 days ago, we stopped the largest arms smuggling operation in our history. But this was more than smuggling. This was an attempt to destroy Burkina Faso, just like they destroyed Libya, Syria, Yemen. But they failed, because we are awake. Journalists pressed for answers. Which countries? Who was behind it? Traoré didn't flinch. Some weapons were made in NATO countries. Some traitors have already been arrested. This is not just an attack on Burkina Faso. It is an attack on all of Africa. The world was stunned. Soon, more names spilled. Among those arrested, Western nationals carrying fake diplomatic passports. When the West demanded their release, Traoré refused. Diplomatic passports do not give you permission to commit crimes on our soil. Russia, China, Turkey, Iran, all publicly backed Burkina Faso. And across Africa, leaders watched closely. On August 17th, Traoré addressed thousands in Independence Square. The people cheered, cried, and celebrated. He declared, "These weapons will not bring death. We will melt them and build schools, hospitals, irrigation canals, from tools of war to tools of life." Before the nation's eyes, the first rifle was dropped into a blazing furnace. Out came a new symbol, a school bell. "When our children hear it ring," Traoré said, They will hear the sound of peace. Burkina Faso had faced the edge of destruction, but instead it sparked something greater, an awakening. The plot exposed how deep foreign interference ran in Africa, but it also showed a continent ready to resist. From weapons to school bells, from fear to unity, from shadows to light. That week will forever be remembered as the moment Burkina Faso and Africa declared, "We will write our own future